Everybody, what's going on? So I have a bit of a message for today, and I think today's message is try not to fall victim to a bias when you are trading. You need to have a plan for both sides, and you need to understand that something can stay irrational for a very long time. Now, I'm not going to say the other half of that saying because I hate that saying, but it's very true. And let me show you a reason why. So, one of my trades this week on Thursday, I don't think I did a video on Thursday. The last one I did was on Wednesday or something. I was trading Tesla. We've all seen what Tesla has been doing. Look at the daily chart. Okay? Everyone and their mom are just waiting to short this. They think when they see this, or even this really, oh, this can't go higher. Well, maybe this, because this is a cup and handle, and we have a gap to fill up to 350. Okay, so we get a nice rip. Oh, it dumps. Look at that dump candle. This is going all the way back down to 255. We're going to fill the gap. It's going to be a sick trade. And they get squeezed out. Or maybe they didn't get squeezed out there. Oh, there's the gap down. All these longs are trapped. This is going to go straight down to 250. Boom. Straight the freak up. Okay, there it is. Look, this is the shoulder. This is the head. We're going to come down. We're going to make the right shoulder. It's going to be the sickest trade down to 330. Oh, what's that? We just went straight up again. Okay, we've hit $500. This is now clearly the head, and this was the shoulders. My mistake. So, let's try to get the sickest short entry. We're going to ride it all the way back down to 437. It's going to be sick. What happened? Like, you get the idea, right? 550. Just straight to 550. Now, I have not shorted this. I haven't shorted Tesla since like $300. Way down in here, I tried the short once. Right here. I think it was right here. Or it was right before this, actually. It was right here as we double topped. Right in here. And I got stopped out. So, there's no reason to short something just because you think it's overextended. It's above the 200 moving average on almost every time frame. The daily, at least. The hourly. The 4 hour. You know, we could just... This is clearly in an uptrend, so there's no reason to try to catch it short. You should not be trying to predict reversals. This is a really good example of the trend is your friend. So many people, including myself, at some point, I was pretty convinced that this was this was the end of the move. But we hadn't had the parabolic rise yet. We just had an uptrend. You can draw the lines wherever you'd like. We finally got a nice dip into this. Everyone thought the Tesla train was over, but what happened? It got bought up on big volume, and then it rips on even bigger volume. There was shorts getting squeezed. Perhaps they were adding this whole way, and they just got wrecked. So, for some value today, let's go over my Tesla trade on Thursday. Thursday was the first real oh crap kind of dip. Now let's go on the daily. I'll show you on the daily. Thursday was the first, like, oh god, this could be the end of Tesla's move. We had a huge kind of parabolic slope here. Like, the slope keeps increasing. We finally had our, what seems to be at least, our parabolic phase. So we had a nice crack, we had a gap down. It looked like Tesla was over. Sorry, I keep screwing up the chart. Let me reset the chart now. Okay, so we had this big gap down. A lot of people thought the move was over. I was looking to go long. Now, I almost got long at the open, but I missed it because I think I was trading something else, or I slept in. I believe Thursday... Because I said I wasn't going to trade, so I think Thursday, Friday are the 2 days that I slept in. That makes the most sense, now that I'm thinking about it. So, I missed this amazing long right here off of pre-market lows. we ripped from 493 to 508. The contracts, Tesla's contract, let's say the 505 calls, I'll put them over here so I can look at them. The 505 calls went from $8 to $45. That's nuts. So anyways, I was picking up the long here as we dipped under 500 again. I was buying calls in this area. I was waiting. I was holding through here. I didn't sell any as we came up. Again, this might look like a really good short to a lot of people. Like this looks, you know, there's a nice little downtrend here. But if you look back, you look at the bigger time frame, we're holding over very important levels. The lower risk entry after a big move down, like this was a nice almost 10% move down at that time. The lowest risk entry is usually the opposite of what people think, and that's the long. So clearly in the morning the long was the trade, and as we came back down here, I thought that people would think as we're closing over 500, this looks like a good short, which would make it a very good long for a squeeze. Now I was selling as we just passed these highs here up to the pre-market highs. I sold almost the whole thing up on this push right here, and those contracts again, they went from, I'm trying to think in my head because they're expired now technically, so I can't look at the chart. It was around 200 or 300%. I remember that. I think it was 70 cents or 90 cents up to around $2, and I was holding like one through this whole thing, and it went up to $4 or $3, and I held one overnight, and since they were 325 calls, it never got near 325. The last one expired worthless. So I followed my trade plan. I took the long, I wrote it up. I always tried to have a leftover piece in case it ripped, because if it had ripped up back up into these levels, that one piece would have been worth probably $500. And I initially bought it for $70 or $90. So that would have been sick. That didn't happen. But what I'm trying to hammer home today, don't let your bias affect your plan. And it's happened to me before. It's a very difficult thing to do, especially with the SPY. SPY right now is just ripping everything apart. There is no reason that this can't keep going. Everyone is looking for like a straight down red candle. It's just there's no reason that it would or should happen. On an uptrend, you should be looking for a long. This could go sideways and then have a nice dip, maybe back into 320, 325. You should technically be looking to long these uptrends. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not looking for this disgusting short like we had here. There's no reason that it should happen, where there was reason that it should happen over here after we had broken the uptrend, consolidating under a lot of key moving averages, and then we finally moved lower. Hopefully that was useful. We'll see you guys next time.